Hi boys and girls. Today for math class we're going to be talking about comparing the lengths of two objects. In yesterday's lesson we actually talked about height, and I think you'll probably remember me showing you these little giraffe cards talking about which giraffe was taller and which giraffe is shorter. Well, today we're going to be talking about the word length, and I want you to take a look at these little dolphins on the back here. And you can see that one dolphin, probably the mommy or daddy dolphin, is much longer, see that word? Longer than the baby dolphin. So we would say that the baby dolphin is shorter. Do you see that? Shorter. S-H, shorter. The little baby dolphin. And on the back here it actually shows, remember how the little giraffe was shorter? And here it is. They put the little red lines to show you that the mommy or the daddy is longer. So we're going to be using the words today, longer and shorter, to talk about length. Okay, now I have somebody's shoe here. I don't know. Do you recognize this shoe? I don't know who would wear giant pink shoes like this. But we're going to talk about comparing this giant pink shoe to this spunky little cowboy boot here, okay? And we're going to decide which one is longer and which one is shorter and what you can tell me about them. This is something that I want you to do at home. Usually if I'm at school, I go and get Mr. M's shoe and Mrs. Golly's shoe and Dr. Pollock and all the teachers, and I ask them if I can take our pencils and trace along the outside of the shoe, because I want a tracing of how long this shoe is. Now, I don't know if you'd believe this, but Mrs. Golly and I have the exact same size shoe, and I only know this from measuring her foot. Okay? So, here is the giant pink Converse tennis shoe, and then I'm going to trace all around the little pink cowboy boot. I don't know who this little pink cowboy boot can belong to. You guys can probably figure it out. She's cute, and she goes by the name of Clara. All right, so here's her little cowboy boot. Now, you might already have a guess at which one of these is longer and which one of these is shorter. And something that we do to measure is we line up the bottoms of things. Can you see this? I'm kind of at a weird angle here. Can you tell just by looking at this one which one is longer and which one is shorter? I bet you can tell which one is longer. Look at how much longer this one is. I don't even need a ruler. And look at this shorter shoe. It's like the mommy shoe and the baby shoe, right? All right, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to trace some shoes in your house. If you have 5 people that live in your house, trace 5 shoes. If you have 10 people that live in your house, trace 10 shoes. Because for tomorrow's lesson, I'm going to actually introduce you to measuring using objects at home. I'm going to show you a couple things that I have. If I was at school, which I am not, but guess what? I still brought these home with me. We would be measuring with these cubes, and all of you know that if I have one stick, it's 10. Okay, we always store them in our sticks of 10. Something else that I just happen to have at home, because I also brought these home, are little tiles like this. I doubt that you have tiles unless you're probably Braden and Kate, or who did I give these to? Caden? I think Caden and Briley's mom. I almost called you by your brothers and sisters' names. But if you have tiles or something like this that you can use to measure, you can use Legos, you could use popsicle sticks, whatever you have just laying around your house. And what you can do is we're going to start talking about measuring. And when you measure, you want to start, oh my goodness, check this out. Right at the very, very bottom of the shoe, the tippy toe to the very, very bottom is what you want, or how you want to measure, I should say. So if we know how many sticks are, or how many cubes are in this stick of cubes, we know how many, you guys. What do you think? It's 10. We store them in a set of 10. So if I wanted to, which I think you're going to want to, you can write down here 10 cubes. And so then I can remember that Clara's little cowboy boot is 10 cubes long, okay? The other thing I could use is I could use these popsicle sticks. And I could line it up at the bottom. I don't know if you can really see this. I'll try and hold it up here for you. But it looks to me like her cowboy boot is 1.5 popsicle sticks. Check it out. Looks like 1.5, doesn't it? So you could write 1.5 sticks. 1.5 sticks. Okay? And you can have your parents help you with that. If you love Legos and you have a lot of Legos at your home, see how I wrote it right down here? You could line up the Legos or line up tiles, or I don't even know. What else might you have laying around your house? Maybe you want to line up those Hatchimals. It doesn't matter to me, whatever you do, but then record from the very tippy top to the bottom of how long it is. All right, so we know Clara's cowboy boot is 10 cubes. I think we better measure this giant pink shoe. Like I said, I don't really know who it belongs to. I don't think it's Mr. Bailey's, but I found it in my closet. All right, let's check this out. Ooh, perfect. All right, I went from the bottom to the top, okay? I lined it up perfectly. And we need to count how many we have here. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Whoa, somebody has a big foot. 16 cubes. That's pretty long. So if I compare my 16 to Clara's 10, remember she was only to here. And I, or whoever pink shoe this belongs to, is all the way up to here. That means that my shoe is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more than Clara's. Holy cow. That makes my foot look very huge. All right, so this is what I want you to start thinking about. You need to find something in your house that you can use as a measuring tool. You might have a ruler, but I want something that you can put together and count. Okay, so anything small. So start looking for that because you're going to need that for tomorrow. All right. The other thing I wanted to show you when we're comparing longer and shorter, I wanted to show you your workbook pages, even though I know that they're hard to see when I hold them up like this. But I also know that you really like Newton and Descartes. And the doggy, Newton, is pointing up here, he's got this little speech bubble here, and it says, longer. And he's looking at this surfboard. And then down here you can see Descartes is going shorter. So they're already thinking that this surfboard is longer than this one, which is shorter. And you can see how the tips of the surfboards line up. So you can tell over here that they're uneven. All right, if you were to look at these two watches, what do you think? Which one is shorter? I'm not going to tell you the answer. You can tell the answer to your parents. Which one is shorter? Okay, and point to it. Now, which one is longer? All right, tell your parents the answers, or your grandma, or your grandpa. Now look down here. Do you see these little shoes? Oh my gosh, those look just like that pink shoe that I had. One is longer and one is shorter. Or are they the same? Do you remember yesterday when Emma was trying to line up her pencil to show you if they were the same? And she would probably go right to the tip of this red shoe. And what do you notice? Are they the same? No, one of them is longer. All right, tell your mom or your grandma or your grandpa which one is longer. All right, let's look at the next page here. There's a spoon and a straw up here at the top, and they want to know which one is shorter. Can you tell? Tell your grown-up. All right, then I want you to look at the scissors and the eraser. Can you tell which one is longer in that picture? And how about these snakes? They have them lined up from tail to tail. Which one is the longer snake? Which one is the longer one that would scare you if you were on the hiking trail, right? How about these pencils? They did not line them up end to end. With your eyeballs, can you still tell which one is shorter? Point to the one that is shorter. All right, let's go to the next page. If I can get it here. All right. Here's the next practice page. Up here you can see the two caterpillars. And they circled the one that was longer. And then when you look at the two branches, they put a slash through the one that is shorter. So what they were wanting you to do, if we were at school, we would circle the longer one and we put a slash through the shorter one. So if you're looking at this with your parents, can you please talk to them about which one of these, if there's a rake and a shovel, which one is longer? Which one would you circle? And which one would you put a slash through? And if you want, you can pause this video and actually talk to them about this and do this with them. Just take a minute or two. They really like doing activities like this. All right, and then let's go on to the back page and see what we had here. Okay, they put these brooms here. They line them up end to end. They want to know thumbs up or thumbs down. Are they the same? Give me a thumbs up if they're the same and a thumbs down if they're not. good. I think you knew the answer to that one. And then look down here at these trucks. Notice that they are not lined up on the front, so you'd have to use your eyes to kind of slide it back. Would they be the same? Thumbs up or thumbs down? What do you think? I'm going to let your parents check you on that one. Okay? All right. And I think that that's it. So, for today, I want you to trace some shoes in your house. I want you to think about comparing those two shoes. Put them together in the picture. Hold them together in your hands. Okay? I want you to take a look. Shorter and longer. And those are the words I want you to use today. We're not going to say, oh, this shoe is taller, because we're measuring length. So we really want to look at how long they are. Okay? Shorter, longer, look at their length, keep comparing, find some measuring tools, because I think what I'm going to have you guys do tomorrow is actually do some measuring of different objects in your house, and I'm going to have you record how long they are. So figure out now what you're going to use to measure, and I will try and find some more things around the house. I'm sure my kids can come up with a couple things, so I can give you some advice on some things to look for. All right, I hope you have a great day. I miss you, and hang in there. We're doing really good. You guys, the work I'm seeing, I'm very impressed with, and I'm very proud of you. I miss you, but I'm proud of the work you're doing. Keep sending me pictures, and if you want me to give you a call or FaceTime you or do something with you on Facebook, just let your parents know, and they can contact me. All right, bye.